whatever's going on with this, I don't know. But good morning, you guys. And I'm gonna get right to the meat and potatoes because I have been noticing a lot of certain things. I've been noticing things on here that it's just honestly the people that has been involved in certain situations, they shouldn't be upset on how they are being dealt with by another individual. People they just seem to just be waking up and smelling the coffee, but I've been seeing it. Not really too much speaking on it. But I'm glad that a few of you guys are waking up and you're tired of being made an ass out of. My thing is, why go to certain places so you can be made an ass out of? And then you go back on your channel and you want to cry about it. You can't blame nobody but yourself. Stop fooling around with some of these demonic people that's only out to kill, steal, and destroy from you. I'm just saying. I really am just saying. And you guys, I'm still a little sick. I'm trying to get better. But I just don't understand. There's no need to complain. There's no need to complain. I wouldn't be complaining, especially when I have been putting myself in certain situations. I won't be going to no place where I can get dropped, or I want to do an interview, or I want to get on a panel and have people to be making fun of me or making an ass out of me. It's just not, that is just something that you should have in your head already not to do. Just don't do those things. Because then after a while, once you set in on once it's set in on how you may have conducted yourself, you have you feeling like, dang, I was the butt of the joke, and you were in front of hundreds of people, and until you realize that you don't have to say too much, you can just really not even speak on it. You'll be a lot better. A lot of people out there will be a whole lot better, and really just stand to yourself and stop really getting your head out there trying to be seen or heard. You know, you can have your opinion. That's fine and dandy. It really is. It's fine and dandy. But some folks, for me, they just seem to complain about abuse, but they are allowing people to abuse them. You know, I'm not gonna be coming on here and complain about somebody whooping my ass when I know I can leave from getting my ass beat. Why would I do that? Mm-mm. I gotta come on here and explain to y'all, oh, you guys, I am in a situation and someone is beating my ass, but I'm steady going back into their arms. No, I'm the fool, not them. You know, I'm the fool, not them. And I'm not calling you individuals fools. I'm just saying some of y'all have foolish ways. You know, you have very foolish ways. And once if you haven't learned now, when will you learn? You know, it's so easy to wake up and say, "Oh, I'm not gonna do this again. I'm not gonna do that again." Well, you shouldn't have been doing it from the get go. Because look how you're looking and look how you're feeling right now. You know, I'm just saying. And I see it. I see it so much. I see it so much. That's why I'm not so quick. You know, I'm not the best speaker at times, but I'm not. I'm also not I'm also not going to be the one getting out there want to be. Oh, I want to get my channel up. No, I got my own platform for that. I don't need to get on somebody else's platform, then making them money. Why would I do that for? Mm-mm. So they can just make an ass out of me? No. Mm-mm. I'm gonna stick to the lakes and rivers that I'm used to. You know, and I would suggest that a lot of you guys to stick to what you know. It's okay to change it up. It's okay if you only have 5 or 10 people in your room. You don't necessarily need a crowd. You know, and honestly, once you start getting those big numbers, are you ready for that? Are you really ready for that amount of tension on you? Some can handle it, some can't. You know, Some can't. Be happy where you are at right now. You know, you don't have to tell your story, or I would say you don't have to tell too much of your story for the world to know. You don't. Just continue to be yourself and tone certain things down. Honestly, you know, I'm not going to even lie. I have toned some. I have toned certain things down. You know, it wasn't always pretty on my channel. It was pretty. It was kind of nasty. It was pretty nasty, and could I go back and change some things? Probably, yeah, I would. But hey, it's just a part of growth. It's like we all have an ugly stage, and then we get to our, you know, our little beautiful stage. It's up and down. But what's not okay is for certain individuals out there that want to complain about what they have allowed for so many months and so many years. You can't blame nobody but yourself. You put yourself through that. I mean, did somebody have a gun, to your head to make you want to do and say things that you said and did in front of hundreds of people? I don't think you did. Maybe it was a little alcohol, or not. What is it? What is the right term for it? Liquid courage. Sometimes that could be, your worst enemy, because, you feel happy, but even with a few drinks, you should know to bring it back in. Don't get up there. Don't do that, because you'll make yourself look even more foolish and crazy. Because, I ain't gonna lie, yeah, I had some moments where people thought I was doing something other than, marijuana. And I didn't like that. Even though I knew the truth, because I never did, snorted anything up my nose. But let alone smoke a glass pipe. But with I would say with the white residue in it, never did nothing like that. Though I never had a craving for that. My only thing that I've dealt with was marijuana. But I really do feel like some of you guys out there just need to just sit back and relax and just chill. Your time will come. Hell, honestly, a lot of people, time has came. A lot of people that I do know of. I don't really know them in the flesh, but a lot of you guys, time has came. But have you been able to, hold that audience and really, know what you're doing before you press that? Well, really, when you press that live button, it takes a lot to keep people's attention. It's so easy to get to your 1,000 nowadays. I remember it took me years to get there. At this point, I'm not really worried about being monetized. That's something that is for the birds. This is just going to be like a little documentary for me. Well, not documentary, but like a little document on different points and areas and years and where I was in my life. And I can come back and look at it. I don't mind it, I don't mind it. And I don't mind waiting for whatever is really out for me. It kind of reminds me of when I was a child, or really a teenager. Yeah, when I was a teenager, I wanted to be with the seniors. I wanted to rush my time instead of really soaking up what I needed to know. Because not knowing what you need to know, and you trying to jump out here in this world, oh my goodness, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. And I'm just shocked that I was thinking like that at that time, because man, what I know now, if I knew that back then, I wouldn't have been, really been living in the moment, and really would have been just taking a lot of things in, because I missed a lot of things. I missed a lot of things, and not too proud to say that. You know, being uneducated is not a fun thing to be. But you know what? At the same time, even though if you are uneducated, you still can learn things. Don't let those people that's highly educated stop you from going out there and learning things you can learn. If you can learn how to work an app, you can learn how to work a trade, and you can learn how to do this and do that in your spare time. You know, hell, people that are older than a lot of us, hell, they still learn things themselves, even though they are seasoned more. But they still learning like how we, a little bit more. I would say a little bit more advanced, but you know, they learning too. So don't let anybody out there tell you, oh, you're uneducated. Well, let me see how much of education has gotten you, because it's so many people out here that they love to say that and throw it out there. I'd be like, shit, hell, are you a CEO of anything? Are you running something, or are you the boss instead of them being the employee? I'm just saying. I just hear that all the time. Like that's just so like this. It's just the I'm just this and I'm that, and you're less than. I have this and I have an iPhone. I'm better because you have I'm better and you're less than because you have an Android. We live in that type of society. Oh my goodness. You don't have the latest on you're broken, you're poor. You're dusty. I just don't like that. Because we didn't come into the world, especially the ones that didn't come in the world like that. Oh my goodness. How we are look uh, how are all of us oh my goodness, excuse me. uh, I'm still sick, you guys, excuse me. But how we in the trenches, but we're acting as if we're better than one another. I never understood that. How you doing? Like, is it Brandy? I think it's Brandy. I need my glasses, can't see. How you doing, Brandy? I'm doing good. But how are we in the same neck of the woods, the same poverty, well, in these poverty ass neighborhoods, and we're acting and putting we got our nose all up in the air when it comes to our, the next person. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I just never understand that. You know, has that been moments where I have had an ignorant moment like that a time or two? Yeah, I did, and that was something at my teens. But I checked that shit because who am I? I'm no greater, better, lesser than anybody else that's walking past me, you know. And I hate that I had that mindset at one point in my life. Hate to admit that, but yeah, that was a little effed up at the time. And I no longer think like that at all. You know, I don't. I don't, because we all are people. We all are trying to stay afloat and survive. You know, and if I could, I would help the ones that really are in need, and the ones that's not really that big of that I would say that ones that are not that in need, I would still help them. You know, I would still help them because I have that big of a heart. You know, if only I had the funds for it. You know, because one day I plan to have my, I want to have I want to have I want to have a shelter. I want to have a shelter for women and men, and I also want to have a what do you call those things where people go get food, like a pantry. Like a pantry. I would love to, help folks with food because, folks need to eat. I would hate, and I would say my pantry, we're not gonna be we're not gonna be giving people bull crap stuff that that our people don't eat. But I'm gonna give you some stuff that you can put in your freezer, and you make some meals out of. All that canned stuff and those little small, it's some stuff that I've seen before. I'm like, who in the hell is eating that? Birds? You know, I'm gonna give y'all some real food. It won't be none of that curling stuff over here. Curling is good. I've tried it a few times. It's pretty good. They come in handy too. If you want something quick, easy. But I'm gonna give you some real food. I ain't gonna give you none of that what I will say what they think that you should have, which is less. hmm And not really a brand. I'm just saying. But yeah. That's all I had to say, you guys. I didn't have too much to really come on here and talk about. But you hope you guys have a wonderful day. I need to give me some rest because I gotta get this cold out of me. Because I gotta do some more work in the next following days. That's if. That's oh. Let me tell you like this. I'm pissed. I am pissed. Money and business, boy. I promise you, I'm really gonna have to have patience. Cause I don't like being treated like a nigga off the street. Especially when you know me. Especially when you know me. You know, I feel like people out here they need so much help. You don't hesitate to ask for the help. But when it's time for you to contribute a little fund for the help, it's taking days. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't. And honestly, I shouldn't have to ask grown individuals about my money that you owe me. Shouldn't have to. I don't have amnesia. Look. Anytime I may have to borrow something from somebody, don't you know that's in the back of my mind to pay that debt off and not and really not to forget to pay that off. And I'm sure it's people out here that's like that, responsible, but they can play naive and Ray Charles to the BS. I ain't with it. Because when you're calling me for help, I just want to answer my phone calls, or I'm just going to give you a BS answer and hang the phone up in your face. Because these past couple of days now, my spirit has been changing rapidly. It really has been. I don't know what's going on. I told you guys I don't know what's going on with me, but something's going on to the point where I'm changing. I am really, really changing. I don't know if it's. I don't want to know. I don't know what it is, but I'm changing. Once again, I didn't think I'd be changing like this, but I'm changing. I think I'm getting more stern, which is a good thing. I'm not getting mean, but I'm getting more stern when it comes to certain things. And I'm being more honest about how I feel when it comes to certain things. Because I want you to know. I don't want to BS you in your face. I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to be lying to you, smiling and grinning, and on the inside I'm feeling a whole other different type of way. I want you to know, so you know how to conduct yourself with me. We'll be good. We'll be good once we get those things underneath, under wraps. But yeah, I didn't have too much to talk about. I done kind of ventured off into another rant, but yeah, I did notice that on here about a few individuals complaining. I wouldn't be going to certain places though, especially when you know this person's history. When you know a person don't give a damn about you, and you're in there, and you're in their little zone on their channel. Oh no! In my head, you deserve it. I mean, you kind of deserved it. You asking for it. Cause see, when folks see that you make, I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm gonna get up on off here. When folks see and feel like they can make an ass out of you, and you're not really doing too much about it, or you're not catching on so quick, you're just like putty in their hand. They're gonna be playing you like a fiddle. But it's up to you to get away from around them and stop going back. That's the truth. And that goes for a friendship, family ship, relationship, job, ship, anything. Stop letting, look, sometimes you just gotta stop allowing folks to just, really, no, not sometimes, all the time. Stop allowing people to make an ass out of you. Stop allowing people to embarrass you. Because then you'll be crying about it. Making multiple videos. Looking crazy, sounding crazy, talking in circles. Because some of these folks on here talk in circles. And I can't deal with that. You know, say what you mean, say it, and move on. You know, because after a while, it becomes what? Uninteresting. Uninteresting. And boy, I be checking the hell out. My mind's, look, my, what do you call that thing? What do you call that? What do you call that? My attention span is short, so you know, a lot of stuff don't really get my attention like it used to. You know, I hear it, pay a little attention. I would pay a little bit of attention to it, but after a while, I'm out. There's no need for me to be here. I'm bored. I'm bored. But on that note, you guys, I'm out of here. You guys be blessed and not stressed, and continue to pray for yourselves and your loved ones and your close friends. And I will talk to you guys later on. Peace.